Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. Before I start today's video, let me give you a warning. The images and videos that we are going to show may not be for the faint-hearted. The visuals can be graphic in nature. If you want to know what horror looks like, then look at what happened to those innocent women and children in West Bengal's Birbhum. People who until 2 days ago were alive with flesh and blood, walking, talking humans have turned into ashes. The charred bodies bear the testimony of savagery and cruelty with which they were killed. The political class is mum, opposition asking questions is beaten up, journalists reporting critical stories against the government are threatened. And while I agree that when we talk about all these three aspects, it seems familiar with the description of what happens in Uttar Pradesh, but this has happened in West Bengal. And we should pay more attention to this because this is the state that is run by a political leader who claims to be the national alternative for 2024 for the entire country. So let me take you through the series of events first, and then I have some bitter truths and hard-hitting questions for Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal. The latest spate of violence and killings in Bengal started with the murder of Bharu Sheikh, a TMC leader and Deputy Pradhan in Boktui village in Birbhum. This murder sparked a chain of events that led to burning of nearly 10 houses and killing of at least 8 to 10 people, including women and children. According to an Indian Express report, Bharu Sheikh, who was 38 years old, was standing near Boktui crossing late on Monday evening when four men on two motorcycles allegedly lobbed crude bombs at him. Sheikh was taken to the government hospital in Rampurhat block but died on the way. Hours later, a cluster of houses, including that of Fatih Sheikh and those belonging to the relatives of Sona Sheikh, two of them were accused of Bharu's murder, who are now absconding, was allegedly attacked and set on fire, leading to the death of 8 people. While the charred bodies recovered from the houses are yet to be identified, police said women and children are among those killed. Meena Bibi, the wife of accused Fatih Sheikh, who succumbed to her burn injuries in hospital, is the only one to have been identified. Villagers and his family members accuse Sona and Fatih Sheikh of killing Bharu Sheikh and say they were all friends and party colleagues but fell out as Bharu Sheikh gained political and financial clout. Their bitter rivalry took a new turn on January 5th last year when Bharu's brother Babar Sheikh was murdered. Bharu's family members now claim that the two accused whose houses were set on fire had killed him as well. According to the report, 2 FIRs have been filed, one over Deputy Pradhan Bharu Sheikh's killing and the other over attack on the houses. 11 people have been arrested in the second case. I guess the number now has increased to 22. The police has denied any political angle in this case but said it was a case of rivalry between two groups. The state DGP addressing a press conference on the incident also said that an SIT headed by ADG CID Gyanwant Singh has been set up to probe the incident. He said the investigation will look into the fire at the house that led to the 8 deaths. He said whether the house was set on fire in retaliation to the Deputy Gram Pradhan's death or whether it was due to some other reason is being probed. The inspector in charge and sub-divisional police officer of Rampurhat block, under which the village falls, have been suspended now. As the videos of the horrific incident surfaced on social media, the state government and the police came under the spot. The tremors of the Rampurhat massacre were felt in Calcutta as well, while opposition MLAs trying to raise the issue in the assembly and seeking the resignation of the chief minister protested. Although their demand for a discussion on the carnage was not allowed, the ruling party was clearly on the back foot. As soon as the news broke out, a TMC delegation headed by State Transport Minister Firhad Hakim, who is also the mayor of Kolkata, visited the spot and met Bharu Sheikh's family members. However, Anubrata Mondal, the controversial Birbhum Trinamool chief, added fuel to the fire by claiming that the fire was in fact ignited by a TV that exploded. Mondal had told a news channel in the morning that the fire could have been triggered by a short circuit or explosion of a TV or a gas cylinder. The incident not only shocked West Bengal but also invited sharp criticism, sharp reactions from Delhi. After the news came out, State Governor Jagdeep Dhankar hit out at the state administration over the Birbhum incident. He described it as a horrifying violence and arson orgy. The governor said in a tweet, and I quote, "Horrifying violence and arson orgy in Rampurhat, Birbhum indicates the state is in grip of violence culture and lawlessness. Already 8 lives are lost. Have sought urgent update on the incident from the Chief Secretary. My thoughts are with the families of the bereaved." He further said that he has emphasized on several occasions that they cannot allow the state to be synonymous with violence culture and lawlessness. This is what he said in a short video message. Let us hear what exactly he said.
Considerably pained and disturbed at the horrifying barbarity at Rampurhat that, according to the DGP, has already claimed 8 lives. This is indicative of nosediving of law and order in the state. I have emphasized on several occasions that we cannot allow the state to be synonymous with violence culture and lawlessness. The administration is required to rise above partisan interests, which, in spite of cautions, is not being reflected in reality. I call upon the police and the government to be vigilant on these aspects, to deal with the matter professionally. I have called upon the Chief Secretary to send me an urgent update on the incident. This matter makes it very difficult to resist that in the state of West Bengal, human rights are in decimation and rule of law has capsized.
However, his comment saw a retort from Mamata Banerjee, who responded with the usual conspiracy against the state claim. In a letter to the governor, Mamata Banerjee wrote, "It pains me that you have chosen an unfortunate incident which occurred in Rampurhat that resulted in loss of precious lives to pass sweeping and uncalled for comments on the law and order situation in the state. The state government is saddened at the loss of lives and has taken immediate steps not only to take action against the local police officers posted in the subdivision, but has also formed an SIT to investigate the cause of the incident. 10 persons have so far been arrested." This is what she wrote back to the governor at the time when this letter was being written. 10 people were arrested. Now the number of people arrested for the incident has gone up to 22. Apart from that, a team of BJP MPs from West Bengal, led by State BJP President Sukanta Muzumdar, met Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Tuesday to apprise him of the situation. The Union Home Ministry has sought a report from the state government on the incident within 72 hours. Joint Secretary level officers from the Union Home Ministry will also visit Bengal soon. Moving the Kolkata High Court over the incident in Birbhum, the BJP has also filed a PIL demanding CBI and NIA probe into the incident and compensation for the kin of the victims. Now, the court is likely to hear the matter later this week. Leader of opposition in the State Assembly, Suvendu Adhikari, also tweeted about this. He said, "Law and order in a rapid free fall in West Bengal." And while this was happening, the question is, where was Mamata Banerjee, who keeps harping about being a national alternative? 10 people were burned to death, massacred in the state, and where is law and order? Meanwhile, the Kolkata High Court has taken suo motu cognizance of the incident. Chief Justice Prakash Srivastava is set to hear the matter today. There are several questions that arise out of this incident. Question number 1. What was the police doing when mob gathered and set the house on fire? Why couldn't it anticipate the tense situation? Why it could not prevent the situation from turning worse? Question number 2. Why are TMC leaders issuing irresponsible statements like fire was caused by short circuit when eyewitnesses clearly tell otherwise? Number 3. Why should questions not be raised on Mamata Banerjee, who herself handles the home department in the state? Where is law and order in West Bengal? This is not the first such incident. Just few days ago, a 28-year-old activist Anis Khan was allegedly killed after being thrown off the 3rd floor of his house by 4 unidentified persons in Howrah district. The SFI has alleged that it is a pre-planned conspiracy and this has been conspired under the influence of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. In another such case, two councillors, one of Trinamool Congress itself and other of Congress party, were shot dead in two districts of Bengal. The opposition BJP has said that 26 such killings have happened in just 1 week. So where is law and order in the state? The questions will be asked. The state of West Bengal has long had the tainted history of political violence. Mamata Banerjee herself has been victim of it when the state was ruled by the left party. She led a movement against the left and the political violence. As a chief minister and home minister, she is answerable for the law and order in her state. And this is not about BJP or TMC. This is about the innocent lives lost. It is about people. If we question BJP-ruled states for the law and order record in their state, then we also question law and order in West Bengal and we will question Mamata Banerjee. The questions are also raised that if she can't prevent such a ghastly massacre as a chief minister in West Bengal and if police are under her who can't act on time and prevent this, then what can we expect from her when she claims to be a national alternative? Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.